It is time for Chaos Tray 242 today. Thank you for joining in. As always, we will have our timestamps down below for you as we work through our 4 Ts, the tactics, the team, the treasures, and the toppings in order to succeed and overcome Chaos Tray 242 and move onwards and upwards, as I like to say. Now, this is towards the last stretch and the final mile, as I like to call it here. As we get through the last 10, we got plenty of episodes here previously and more coming your way. Now, with that, if you happen to have a question or comment throughout, let me know. I love to hear from you, and feel free to pop in our Discord server and say hello. However, and ever, let's go into it here today for you, Chaos Tray 242. So a couple things here. We're going to hit a bunch of the Choco Cake Warriors and Cake Warriors in general. Lots of waves, lots of baddies. We got to split them out, take down those waves, and continue to move on here for Chaos Tray 242. Now, the constraints that we are going to hit: charge cookies, healing cookies, and range cookies we cannot use. We will try and get by here first and foremost with an all epic team and talk through that strategy. If we don't succeed, try again, as we like to say. So here's what we're going to do for this particular one. Again, you're going to run into a bunch of waves of these cakes. You get into the red ones here, a little like mini boss in terms of getting through. In terms of our team, we're going to run with this one right here. We're going to stick to a split strategy in terms of taking 2 defense liners up front and then having a little bit less on the damage side, but still doing good damage, and then healing with Cream Puff. Now, the strategy again is not to have that single target damage on one of our cookies, plow through, and then get to the other 3 damage dealers. However, splitting that out. Plus, we got Financier here, who does have the new magic candy, which is also super fun for us, regardless, and showing that your investment in these magic candies is worth it. So with that, that is going to be our strategy in terms of getting past the tactics. And now we're going to talk about the treasures. In terms of the treasures, we're still going to be staying on more of the attack and cooldown strategy. Again, Old Pilgrim Scroll, Squishy Jelly Watch, and Drink Conductor's Whistle. One strategy that you can implement or use differently is if you run into problems in that frontline strategy, or enough health or defense, you can move Enduroneers here. You could certainly go with the whistle swap, giving them a bigger boost and your team more survivability. Now, on top of that, you can focus on things like Vile. You could be on Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch. I am a free-to-play player, which is why you see some of my levels where they're at. Then additionally, you got Grim Looking Sigh and potentially Gatekeeper's Ghost Horn if you need defense, and that split between Disciple's Magic Scroll if you need more defense for your cookies. So that is the strategy that we're going to go with. In terms of toppings. Toppings here, we always recommend Resonant. We also have guides for you here for each of the cookies on the channel that you can check out. However, we're going to be on Almond Set for Damage Resist. Then we're going to be on Damage Resist here for Financier. We're going to be on Attack for Sorbet. We're going to be on Attack as well for Squid Ink. And last but not least, Cream Puff will be on Crit. So let's go ahead and move into it. We're at 2.1 million power level. They're at 2.2, so 2.3. So about 200k ahead of us. So today, let's see how this goes. I'm looking forward to this, and I hope you are too. So as you can see now, the first wave is very, very focused on target damage. So we don't have that run-in. Here we got a little bit of both. That was a really, really nice clear combo between Wildberry and Sorbet. As you can see, he's great at clearing those lines for you, which is a really, really good reason why to use him in your team. Watch this again. There it is. Total line clear. Very, very good strategy in terms of getting through the Tower Suite Chaos and dealing with those frontline damage dealers and them getting stuck at your defense level. So that strategy obviously worked for us here today, and is a good one for you to use as you go onwards and upwards like us in the Chaos Tray. Pull it all back together in today's episode. Again, we work through the tactics, the toppings, the treasures, and the team to make you successful for 242. We used the split strategy between the defense, a little less on the attack, and then that Sorbet absolutely doing work on those frontline baddies and enemies. Now, with that, if you still have questions, if you got comments, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Post your teams down below. Feel free to come join us in the Discord server. Post your teams there. We've got a great community, and thank you to everyone for that. And thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we grow this amazing community here. On top of that, thank you as always to all our members. We do have memberships available to you. Other great ways to support the channel, like affiliate links, those kinds of things. We got fan art, fun things like that. Check it out. Now, with that, we got socials to stay connected, a great way on things up to date. And lastly, we got a ton of great content here for you. In the meantime, moving forward, we got more coming all the time, so stay tuned as we continue to climb onwards and upwards and get to tray 250 for you here today. With that, we'll see you again soon. Take care.